guys, you remember last year, the FBI raided Donald Trump's home. Donald Trump actually put on Truth Social that the FBI actually raided his home and took away documents from his home. Now, the media, the mainstream media, they were all over this. They were saying that Trump should not have done this, that he did not have the authority to actually have those documents. When he was the president, and of course, when he leaves office, they move a whole bunch of stuff. And the media made a ruckus about this, a complete ruckus about this. The FBI has been corrupt. It's been corrupted. Well, guys, the chickens may be coming home to roost now because one Beijing Biden has now been busted with classified documents. Not from being in the Oval Office right now. Oh, no. This is when he was actually Barack Hussein Obama's vice president. They found this stuff. However, Beijing Biden was not the president, and maybe he should have not had these documents that were classified. Now, the VP has no authority whatsoever to declassify documents. When is the FBI actually going to be raiding Beijing Biden's home? Here we go, guys. Over here on the Post Millennial. This came out yesterday. Classified dots from Biden's time as VP discovered in his UPenn office. Let's go ahead and read it, guys. A Chicago attorney has been assigned by U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland to review classified documents found at the Penn Biden Center for Diplomacy and Global Engagement in Washington, reports CBS News. This relates to about 10 documents from Beijing Biden's VP office, two sources said. Now, here's the thing. Merrick Garland, you guys already know nothing is going to come of this. Merrick Garland is corrupt. They are both men of the left, and Joe Biden will be protected. He's also going to be protected by the mainstream media. Nothing's going to happen to Joe Biden. The materials were identified by personal attorneys for Beijing Biden on November 2nd, just days before the midterm elections, according to special counsel to Beijing Biden, Richard Sauber. The documents were discovered when Biden's personal attorneys, quote, were packing files housed in a locked closet to prepare to vacate office space at the Penn Biden Center in Washington, D.C. Now, it's funny, guys. This was all the way in November. This was over 2 months ago, and now we're just finding out. This was right around the time of the midterm elections, and it never got out there. It never got out there. You know, just like the Hunter Biden laptop story was during an election year, and Big Tech covered it up completely. I find this interesting, guys, that this information was out there and nobody actually put it out there around the midterm elections. Just let that sink in. The documents were reportedly in a folder inside of a box along with other unclassified documents. Sauber said that the White House counsel's office notified the National Archives on November 2nd when the materials were discovered. Quote, the discovery of these documents was made by Beijing Biden's attorneys, Sauber said. The documents were not the subject of any previous requests or inquiry by the National Archives. Since that discovery, Beijing Biden's personal attorneys have cooperated with the archives and the Department of Justice in a process to ensure that any Obama-Biden administration records are appropriately in the possession of the archives. Now, here's the thing. The archives, do they not keep very good records of things? Because Joe Biden was the VP up until 2016. Actually, 2017. 2017. They didn't say that, hey, we're missing some stuff here. Maybe we should actually contact Joe Biden or Barack Obama. None of that happened. None of that happened. And that's been over 6 years now. 6 years. 6 years. And they didn't even care about getting those documents back. But Donald Trump kept getting harassed time and time again. He was actually cooperating with the National Archives, actually with the FBI, and they still raided him. The Justice Department was then notified. Former President Donald Trump had his Mar-a-Lago residency raided by the FBI over similar accusations of bringing unclassified files back with him once leaving office. U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Illinois, John Losh, was assigned by Garland to investigate how the documents arrived in the Penn Biden Center. The AG will determine whether further investigation is necessary. Nothing's going to happen. CBS reports that Losh was nominated to be U.S. Attorney by former President Donald Trump, and he is one of only 2 current Trump-era U.S. attorneys still serving. The other is Delaware U.S. Attorney David Weiss, who is leading an investigation into Beijing Biden's son, Hunter Biden. Losh will be subject to report to Garland, with that expected to take place soon. The thing is that Merrick Garland is in charge of this. So nothing is going to happen. Quote, the Presidential Records Act requires all presidential and vice presidential documents to be turned over to the National Archives. There are special protocols to keep classified information secure, CBS reports. Beijing Biden learned about the presence of the classified documents when his lawyer reported them to the White House's counsel's office in November. A source familiar with Beijing Biden is unaware of their contents. The documents are believed to be currently held in a secure location in Washington. And Donald Trump put this out on Truth Social. When is the FBI going to raid many homes of Joe Biden? Raid the many homes of Joe Biden, perhaps even the White House. These documents were definitely not declassified. The FBI is corrupt. They are never going to raid Joe Biden. It is not going to happen. And Joe Biden had no authority whatsoever to actually declassify any documents as the VP. Now, Donald Trump, when he was the president, he did. Now, check this out from the American Bar Association right here. Let's go ahead and focus on this right here. It says most national security legal experts dismiss the former president's suggestion that he could declassify documents simply by thinking about it. Now, talking about Trump. It says here, but as an ABA legal fact check posted on October 17th explains, legal guidelines support his contention that presidents have broad authority to formally declassify most documents that are not statutorily protected while they are in office. Right there. But Beijing Biden was not the president. So we'll have to see where this goes, guys. But nothing's going to happen to Joe Biden. I'm pretty sure that you guys know that. They want to go after Trump. And I'm pretty sure you know your mainstream media is not going to cover this extensively. They're not going to accuse Joe Biden of anything. They're not. Now, Donald Trump, on the other hand, oh no, he is a national security risk. This man probably had those documents. He wanted to sell them off to other. See, that's the games that they play. Joe Biden has been a corrupt politician for the longest time. So, guys, we will actually see what happens with this. Definitely a double standard here. No doubt about it. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.